If you grew up being told explicitly or implicitly that your body was dangerous, that your feelings were wrong, that your natural development was something to be ashamed of, I want you to hear this clearly. That was not your fault, and it was not true. Whatever you were told by a book, by a parent, by a church, by a doctor, by a culture, if it made you feel broken for simply being human, it was wrong. Not you, it. And I know that hearing that from a podcast isn't going to undo decades of internalized messaging. I'm not naive. Sh- Shame that deep doesn't dissolve because someone on the internet said nice words. But I do think it matters to name it, to say it out loud, to put it on record. Because sometimes healing starts with someone simply saying that thing that happened to you, it shouldn't have happened. And it wasn't your fault. You're not broken. You were never broken. You were just a person growing up in a world that didn't know how to handle you without trying to control you. If this is resonating and you feel like there's work to do, work that goes beyond a podcast episode, I encourage you to seek out a therapist who specializes in shame resilience, body image, or trauma. The work is worth it. You are worth it. If you're a young person listening to this, first of all, hi, thanks for being here. The fact that you're listening to something like this tells me that you're curious and thoughtful and probably way more mature than anyone gives you credit for. Here's what I want you to know. You are allowed to have questions. You are allowed to have feelings, and you are allowed to take up space in your own body. If the adults in your life aren't giving you good information, seek it out from trusted sources. Evidence-based websites, school counselors, healthcare providers who make you feel safe. The amaze.org website, which was incredibly age-appropriate content, there are people who want to help you navigate this stuff without shame. You deserve that. And if anyone makes you feel like your normal human development is something to be ashamed of, I want you to remember this. The problem is not you. The problem is a very old, very stubborn, very wrong idea that refuses to die. You are not a battlefield. You are a person. And you deserve to be treated like one.